So if Roe v. Wade is overturned, we're hearing a lot of different takes on what will happen if Roe is overturned. Pro-abortion protesters are telling us that if Roe is overturned, women will die. They're saying that the United States will be a very dangerous place for women, that women will face back alley abortions, coat hangers. Meanwhile, the pro-lifers are telling us, as we're hearing from a lot of legal experts, that if Roe is overturned, that would mean that perhaps California would have much more progressive leftist abortion laws, while Texas might be a very pro-life state. So we can walk around now and talk to some people, see what they're up to. Good morning. Do you guys mind if we ask you some questions? Okay.
I'm not sure. We're SPA list.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, we can come back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we were just talking to her. Okay, you all take that. Good morning. We'd love to talk to you about your sign. Do you mind? Okay. Hey, guys. What are you doing here this morning?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. You're with Cardinals for Life? Hey, that's my alma mater.
Oh wow, that's super cool. That's great.
So what are you guys doing here today?
We're rallying to end the injustice that is Roe versus Wade. After 49 years almost of broken hearts and wounded souls, we're asking the court to overturn Roe versus Wade and restore justice.
So you guys are from the Catholic University of America, right? How does your faith inform your beliefs about abortion?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I think while it informs it, it's certainly not the only thing that we believe. And our beliefs against abortion are both scientific and also come from our faith. So I think it does inform it, but it's not the only thing leading us to be against abortion today.
And do a lot of your classmates agree with you that you should protect the lives of the unborn, would you say?
I think that's tough. I think colleges are really rife right through the middle. There's a lot of tension running through all universities, including our own. And I think a lot of students kind of mean very well, and they want to stand for justice. They want to stand for the poor. They want to stand for preferential options for the poor. But they don't understand that there is really kind of another human being there that should be protected. And unfortunately, even at Catholic U, it is difficult to feel completely pro-life, even though the institution has committed to this cause. But obviously, like any institution, there will be people who disagree, and they mean the best that they possibly can. And we want to be a witness that young people do really care. We're not just like sitting on our Xbox all day. We realize that this is a huge injustice, and we want to do something about it just by showing our face.
Well, thank you guys. That's great. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, we'd love to ask you some questions. Do you have time? Is that okay? What are you doing here today?
I'm here with Catholic University of America to rally for the Jackson versus Dobbs case.
And you're a member of Cardinals for Life too?
I am. I'm on the e-board. Yeah.
She's a good egg. We met before. So women deserve love, not abortion. I like your sign. Can you explain it to us a little bit?
Just that we should be able to give women the opportunity to have their options aside from like just you can have a baby or you can have an abortion. We should be giving them like whole access to, pregnancy care centers, resource centers, all of that. Yeah.
Well, thank you. This is great. You have a great rest of your march, and we'll see you around. All right. So now we can take you to the pro-abortion side of the rally. If you'll come this way, you can see there's a lot of security. There's a fence around the whole area.
Mississippi to be the safest state in the nation for the unborn.
Wait, here we have Virginia Allen, one of our famous Daily Signal reporters.
Hey, Mary Margaret.
How you doing today, Virginia?
I'm doing great. It is honestly awesome to be here. I was just over on the pro-choice side of the group. Honestly, the energy is a little bit low over there.
I was noticing that. We're just about to go over there.
Yeah. So I'll let you all check it out. But it's an exciting day here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you later. So we've got a lot of kind of very graphic signs over here. And if you'll notice over here on the abortion side, again, we're here at the Supreme Court today while the court's hearing a very major abortion case. The justices are hearing that today. If you'll look over there, there's a lot of different signs. Some of these are very aggressive. Some said, Jesus saves from hell, cry to God, I'm fully vaccinated in the blood of Jesus. Then we've also got some pro-abortion signs, such as this man up here, whose sign says to keep your hands off Roe. I can walk over this way and show you. I got this guy. Hello again. We're doing a Facebook Live video. You want to tell us about your sign?
Yes, my sign is my contribution to this debate, this most important debate, which has moral and political consequences depending on the decision made by this court. My sign depicts two large, threatening white hands reaching out, about to envelop a frightened, half-clothed woman. The figure of the woman is actually from a painting by one of the most renowned women painters of the 17th century, Artemisia Gentileschi, an artist who, while a master painter, was her reputation is sometimes overshadowed by the fact that she was raped by another painter and took him to court and won the case. And in the 17th century, that's really something. So she's a hero of mine. She's a hero of artists and women all over the world. So I felt that was really appropriate, and it gives the banner a resonance, I think, historically as well.
Well, that's really interesting. Thanks for sharing your perspective. MJ, you want to show them what the photo looks like? All right.
Good morning.
Great.
It's incredible to be here on this historic day. My name is Monse Alvarado, and I'm the executive director.
So again, if you can see, this is the pro-abortion side of the protest. Over here, we have the fences that separates the sides. We've got a lot of security. We have a lot of pro-life speakers on this side as well. And then if you look over here, again, here's a lot of these pro-life signs. Some of them have some rather graphic depictions of aborted babies on them. I see my sister. Excuse me, ma'am, do you mind if we ask you some questions? Can we ask you? Great. What are you doing here today?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What are you doing here today?
So I'm here with the National LGBTQ Task Force. We feel very strongly this is an issue that doesn't just affect cisgender women. LGBTQ people, bisexual women, trans people can get pregnant. And it's not just about abortion. This is about bodily autonomy. It's about reproductive rights. It's about contraception. It's about inclusive sex ed curriculum. And this is an issue that a lot of people should care about for a lot of reasons. And this is definitely the biggest threat to Roe that we've seen ever. So,
yeah, what do you think will happen? What will the United States look like if Roe is overturned?
Well, unfortunately, it's like turning back the clock 40, 50 years. We're going to go back to a patchwork of states where it's safe for some people and it's not safe for others. And I don't think that's acceptable. I don't think it's safe, and I think it's going to, continue to tear the country apart the way we're seeing, folks really divided in ways that are really hurtful.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. All right. Good morning. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Good morning. Can we ask you some questions for a video?
Yeah.
Great. What are you doing here today?
We're here trying to defend people's rights, basic human rights, including the right to health care and abortion. We're here trying to show support for all the folks on the ground who need abortions, who can't access them safely. And we're here trying to demonstrate that overwhelmingly, despite a very vocal minority, Americans support the right to self-abortion.
And can you describe that for us a little more? Because we hear a lot of polls. Americans support Roe v. Wade. Do they support any restrictions on abortion?
It depends on the polling. About 77% of Americans support the right to safe access to abortion at least through the first trimester.
Okay, so what's that? Like
22 to 24 weeks.
22 to 24 weeks. So, yeah, we've been learning a lot about how science has progressed since Roe v. Wade. Do you think that should be taken into account when the justices are evaluating this decision?
How do you mean?
Well, now we know more about fetal development and at what point the baby can breathe, at what point the baby is growing limbs, when the baby can feel pain.
Well, so I don't think about the fetus as a baby. It's okay if someone believes that, but you don't have the right to impose your belief on someone else. There is no scientific consensus that a fetus is a baby. And heartbeat laws are passed. It's murmur. It's not actually a beating heart. So these are types of terminology that are used to weaponize those types of things. Ultimately, if someone doesn't want to have an abortion, they shouldn't have to have an abortion. But if we impose abortion bans, they don't actually lower the rates of abortion. They make them unsafe.
I think what you said about terminology is really interesting. Like, what are other words that people use to try and humanize this issue?
I don't...
How the abortion discussion goes.
I think that folks who oppose abortion have tried to clamp onto the idea that they're pro-life. I think a lot of people believe that in their heart, but ultimately if you're pro-life, then you want to stop people from dying from unsafe abortions. You want to stop people from dying from maternal mortality, which rises when there's abortion bans. And this is global as well. The data is very, very clear. When you impose an abortion ban, it doesn't reduce the number of abortions. It reduces the number of safe abortions. So if folks are interested in lowering the rates of abortion, which is their right to want to do that, the way to do that is through sex education, through birth control, to making sure that people have the choices to not get pregnant in the first place. It's not abortion bans. Those don't lower the rates of abortion. They just make them unsafe.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your perspective. We appreciate it. You have a great day. All right, we're going to head back to the pro-life side now. Let's see. Can we sneak through here? Sorry. So again, we're on the pro-abortion side of this protest. It's not as many people on this side as on the pro-life side, and we've got a lot of pro-lifers that are standing around holding up signs that say "Stop abortion now," "Abortion is violence." We can actually take you over here really quick. It looks like there's a little bit of an altercation over here. So right here we have some, I believe their name is something to do with secular pro-life activists, and they're standing in the middle of the pro-abortion segment. Crazy crackers? Who's out here? What did you say?
Oh, I was just being silly. There's a bunch of crazy crackers out here. No, you got the pro-life and the pro-choice, and we're standing here at the Supreme Court. Come on.
Yeah, nice glasses. Oh, that's a fashion statement.
Yeah, I kind of swiped them off a friend, you can tell, but whatever.
Great. Well, it's nice to meet you. What are you doing here today?
I'm here. Moral outcry. Yes, save our babies. Yeah, if cells are multiplying, creating limbs, heart, eyes, brain, that's a baby. Don't stop it. If they're going to call a microbe on Mars a sign of life, why is a sperm entering an egg cell not life? If you don't want your babies, I'll raise them. I love kids. Come on. Yeah, God bless.
Right, well, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, y'all have fun. Watch yourselves.
All right. Okay. All right, we're going to sign off for now, but we'll be back later and we can show you more of what's going on today at the rally.